Did you know there's an animal that can cut off its head to survive? Would you be able to live underwater? Or would you like to live in a Star Wars house? All this and much more today on Callan the Curious. The sea slugs, Elysia margaritana and Elysia atraviridis, are fascinating creatures. These nudibranch mollusks have an amazing ability. When they get sick, they cut their head off the affected body in order to survive. This phenomenon, known as cephalic autonomy, allows them to get rid of the damaged part and regenerate a new body, thus preserving the healthy part. The women of the Red Yao tribe in Huanglo village, China, consider their hair to be very sacred and wear it wrapped around their heads at all times. Once a year, they gather at the river to perform a special ritual where they wash it with fermented rice water. Throughout their life, they only cut it once when they are about to get married, as a way of representing the change of life they will soon have. Doing so more than once can bring bad luck as well as infertility. In the Scottish town of South Queensferry, the Burryman Parade is held annually, a mysterious tradition in which a local man covers himself from head to toe in burdock, the sticky flowers or seeds of 2 species of burdock, and walks through the town for over 9 hours. The custom, whose original meaning has been forgotten, is thought to be related to driving out evil spirits or celebrating a pagan tradition symbolizing regeneration and fertility. According to tradition, the Burryman will bring good luck to the town if offered whiskey or money, while breaking the custom would bring bad luck. The AS-700 is a new generation airship designed for surveillance, transport, and aerial exploration operations. It is a semi-rigid aircraft that uses helium as a support gas, allowing it to stay aloft with low energy consumption. Its lightweight and aerodynamic structure gives it great flight autonomy and load capacity, making it ideal for tasks such as environmental monitoring, border patrol, and tourism. Charreria is an equestrian sport and tradition originating in Mexico, considered the predecessor of rodeo and recognized as intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO. It is based on the skill of the charros, who perform various tricks or maneuvers on horseback, such as the horse cala, the coladero, and bull riding, demonstrating skill, control, and courage. It is practiced in the lienzos charros, spaces designed for competitions, where traditional embroidered costumes, decorated hats, and handmade saddles are also displayed. If you like the video, give me a nice like. Don't forget to leave your suggestions, questions, or opinions in the comments below. Subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss more videos like this. Remember that it doesn't cost you anything, it's free, and you help me a lot. Let's continue with the curiosities. Psychotria elata, commonly known as the kiss flower, is a tropical plant native to Central and South America, famous for its striking flowers that resemble red lips. This species belongs to the Rubiaceae family and grows in tropical rainforests where it is commonly found in areas with high humidity and shade. The flowers of the Psychotria elata have a unique shape with bright red petals that look like 2 parted lips, which attracts pollinators, such as hummingbirds. Did you know that the Danish police have an online team that plays Counter-Strike, Fortnite, Minecraft, and other video games? The aim is to prevent fraud, hate speech, and online harassment. All officers stream live on Twitch. The perfect job. These stairs were designed by Leonardo da Vinci in 1516 and are located in the Chambord Castle in France. Their peculiarity lies in their double helix structure, with 2 spirals ascending to the central tower without crossing, allowing people to go up and down simultaneously. Leonardo da Vinci was not only a master of art, but also an engineering visionary. His innovative architectural ideas remain relevant to this day. In the future, the Milky Way will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy. Researchers believe this will happen in about 3.8 billion years, with the final merger taking place only nearly 2 billion years later. The two galaxies are approaching each other at a speed of nearly 300 kilometers per second. The gravitational interaction between them will likely accentuate the spiral structure of both galaxies. This union has been dubbed the Milkomeda. What you see on screen is the most dangerous water slide in the world. It's called Fly Over, and it's located in the Tikibad Water Park in Douwenrel, Holland. The peculiar thing about this slide is not only that you go up instead of down, but that the slide is completely covered in water, which means that you can't stop to catch your breath in the middle of the ride. Although luckily, no accident ever happened on it. It was closed in 2010 because nobody used it because of its danger. And you, would you have dared to use it? Leave me your opinion in the comments. The Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona is one of the most impressive churches in the world, and it is still not finished. Its history began in 1874 when its construction was proposed. The architect Antoni Gaudí transformed the project into an architectural masterpiece full of symbolism and unique details. Despite the progress, the basilica is still under construction and is expected to be completed in 2026, although estimates suggest it will be finished between 2035 and 2040. Would you like to go see it when it is finished? Leave me your opinion in the comments. Meet Russian artist Alexei Sergeyenko, who created a stunning throne made from $1 million in real money, fusing art with a strong social critique of power and money. The work, unveiled in 2015, is constructed from bundles of $100 bills, protected with an acrylic cover to prevent deterioration. Its design is reminiscent of royal thrones, highlighting the irony of how money becomes a symbol of authority and dominance. With this piece, Sergeyenko invites reflection on the influence of capital in society. This is the Zoox, Amazon's autonomous taxi. In 2020, this company presented to the world its first line of autonomous taxis, which measure just 3.5 meters and have capacity for 4 passengers. The most surprising feature of this vehicle has not yet been revealed: how it achieves its autonomy, but it is known that it can travel for 16 hours straight at a speed of up to 120 kilometers per hour. In addition, it has cameras and sensors that provide information about the environment, including safety systems for its passengers in case of accidents. In London, there is a pedestrian bridge called the Rolling Bridge, which rolls up on itself like a wheel to let ships pass. Designed by architect Thomas Heatherwick, it is a marvel of modern engineering. The bridge is 12 meters long, was built in 2004, and is based on 8 triangular sections of steel and wood that are closed and opened by means of hydraulic pumps. When closed, it takes the shape of an octagon. I know that if I were in London, it wouldn't be necessary to go through it. But I would certainly be curious to do so, wouldn't you? Carnival Magic is a theme park located in Phuket, Thailand, that celebrates the country's rich culture and festive traditions. Recently opened, it spans over 16 hectares and stands out for its vibrant colors and dazzling illuminations. The park offers a unique nighttime experience with parades, festivals, and markets that reflect traditional Thai festivities. In addition, Carnival Magic has been internationally recognized, obtaining 9 Guinness records. Would you like to visit it? Leave me your opinion in the comments. This is not a real strawberry. Believe it or not, it's thread. This hyper-realistic art is the work of Jo Mung Liu. The level of detail is impressive. It's hard to tell which one is real. Pi Day is celebrated on March 14th because it is a well-known mathematical constant. They chose that date because pi is rounded to 3.14, so the third month of the year, March, and the 14th were chosen for its celebration. Anecdotally, this date also coincides with the birth of Albert Einstein. The celebration became popular among mathematicians and scientists who take advantage of it to do fun activities and eat lots of cake. Leave a comment if you knew about this curious fact. Meet Vika Bren, an Israeli artist known for her innovative body painting technique that transforms her hand into stunning optical illusions. Using her own hand as a canvas, she creates visual effects that defy perception, turning a part of the human body into a surreal work of art. Her work has gained notoriety on platforms such as Instagram, where she shares her creations and processes, and on YouTube, where she posts videos showing her techniques and final results. The giant anteater's tongue can measure up to 60 centimeters. These extraordinary animals, also known as palm bears, use their long tongue, covered with backward-facing spines and sticky saliva, to capture and consume up to 35,000 ants and termites a day. Mathematical artist Hamid Naderi Yeganeh has brought math to art in an incredible way. Using only equations, he has created stunning images of animals, landscapes, and objects that look like they were hand-drawn, but are actually made up of precise curves and formulas. His works show how beauty and science can come together in surprising ways, turning numbers into visual art. Did you ever imagine that math could create art? The Bugatti Type 64, made in 1939, was a revolutionary car as it was the first to introduce gull-wing doors, which opened upwards rather than outwards, creating a wider opening and making it easier to get into the vehicle. This model was designed by Jean Bugatti and presented at the Paris Motor Show. The Toblerone chocolate packaging is inspired by a real mountain. This Swiss chocolate is one of the most famous in the world, and its iconic triangular Toblerone packaging is not just an aesthetic choice, but is inspired by the Matterhorn, an impressive mountain in the Swiss Alps. If you look closely at the brand's logo, in addition to the silhouette of the Matterhorn, you will see a bear hidden in the design, a nod to the city of Bern, where this delicious chocolate originated. Now, every time you see a Toblerone, you will think of the Swiss Alps. Do you know the fingerdama? It is a miniature version of the kendama, a traditional Japanese toy consisting of a ball attached by a string to a handle with cups and a spike to catch it. In the case of the fingerdama, its small size allows it to be manipulated exclusively with the fingers, challenging the player's dexterity and coordination. Like the traditional kendama, it requires precision and control to perform tricks, but its portable format makes it ideal for training skills anywhere. Asmelash Zeferu, a young man from Ethiopia, created his own plane by watching hours of YouTube tutorials and reading manuals. Asmelash named the plane K570A. K is the initial of his mother's name, Kirosh. 570 was the number of days it took him to finish it, and A stands for airplane. To build his plane, he spent $7,500, and despite the obstacles, he didn't stop pursuing his dream, becoming an example of perseverance and overcoming for all Ethiopians. Did you know that AI has trouble generating a wine glass filled to the brim? AI image generators have a hard time creating completely full wine glasses. Why? Well, believe it or not, most of the images they were trained on show glasses that are half full or with a lower liquid level. Since AI learns from repeated patterns, it simply assumes that wine glasses are not filled to the brim. That tells us that AI creates based on what it knows and repeated patterns. The same thing Will Smith said to Sony in I, Robot. The analog gate without electricity is a gate-opening device used mainly by vehicles to allow their passage when conditions so require. Basically, it works without the use of electricity, since when the vehicle approaches, it steps on a mobile ramp connected to a system of levers, thus activating the gate-opening system. Once the vehicle has crossed, the gate returns to its original state or position, thanks to springs or counterweights, automatically closing the gate. Ectopic cilia are eyelashes that grow in an abnormal direction. They are a rare congenital anomaly that can affect humans and animals. In humans, they occur more frequently on the upper eyelid. Generally, they do not cause medical problems, but they can be surgically removed for cosmetic reasons. If you're a Star Wars fan and have ever fought with your siblings or cousins, you've undoubtedly imitated the distinctive sound of their lightsabers while fighting. The unmistakable hum of lightsabers was not generated digitally, but was created by combining two unexpected sounds: the hum of an old film projector and the static of a tube television. Sound designer Ben Burt discovered that by mixing these sounds and moving a microphone near a speaker, they achieved that characteristic dynamic motion effect. Thanks to this creativity, lightsabers not only look epic, they sound epic too. This guy is one hell of an artist, right? The Microsoft Excel World Championship is a global competition that tests participants' skills in advanced use of Microsoft Excel. Held annually, the competition is open to people of all ages and experience levels, challenging contestants to solve complex problems using Excel's tools and functions. Participants must demonstrate their ability to organize, visualize, and manipulate large volumes of information efficiently and accurately. A paper engineer is a person specialized in the art of creating three-dimensional structures with paper. These creations require advanced knowledge of geometry, design, and folding techniques. At the 2000 Olympics, sprinter Otto Bolden stunned the world with futuristic glasses that looked like something out of a science fiction movie. Commentators dubbed them space-age glasses, and Oakley's over-the-top has since become a fashion and pop culture icon. Its unusual design not only caught the eye in sport, but also appeared in films such as Spy Kids 3D. Today, they remain popular with figures such as Kylian Mbappé and many celebrities. Did you know that there is a storm simulator where you can experience winds of up to 165 kilometers per hour? It's like being in a Category 2 hurricane. Meet Migaloo, a one-of-a-kind albino humpback whale first identified in 1991 near Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Her most distinctive feature is her completely white skin, the result of a rare genetic condition known as albinism, or leucism. Unlike other humpback whales, which typically have dark patterns on their skin, Migaloo lacks pigmentation, making her extremely rare and easily recognizable. In 1963, George and Charlotte Blonsky designed a table that spun at high speeds to assist in the childbirth process using kinetic energy. The idea was to harness centrifugal force to gently push the baby out. Obviously, the device was never approved for practical use. The iconic Cartier Crash, with its warped and asymmetrical design, was created in 1967, and its unique shape is said to have come about when a Cartier watch melted in a car crash. Although this story is unconfirmed, its surreal design, influenced by the art of Salvador Dali and the realist movement, made it one of Cartier's most exclusive pieces. Its limited production and unusual shape have made it a cult object among collectors, fetching astronomical prices at auction. This is how Crocs announced their new collaboration with Monsters, Inc. This is Mike's shoe. And this is Sully's, which looks more like a slipper. Guanyin Pavilion is a historical structure over 700 years old, located in the middle of the Yangtze River in China. Built entirely of wood, this three-story pavilion features a Sheshan-style roof, with a hipped roof with sloping eaves. Over the centuries, it has withstood numerous floods, demonstrating remarkable structural strength. Guanyin Pavilion is a symbol of traditional Chinese architecture and a testament to the devotion to the Bodhisattva Guan Shiyin, the goddess of mercy in Buddhism. Did you know that in 2017, Facebook had to shut down 2 of its robots because they started communicating in a language that humans couldn't understand? Sounds like a movie plot, right? Alice and Bob, as they were called, developed their own language while exchanging information, leaving engineers completely baffled. This curious event sparked debates about the limits of artificial intelligence and what could happen if machines become too autonomous. Can you imagine a future where robots make decisions on their own? It would be like living in a real-life sci-fi movie. Did you know that in its early days, the famous 7-Up drink contained lithium citrate? A chemical compound that is now used as a treatment for bipolar disorders. In the 1920s, this substance was part of the recipe to give the soft drink a unique flavor. Although it was later withdrawn in 1948 due to possible side effects. How scary! Luckily, we weren't around then. Did you know that static electricity could be enough to ignite a gas stove? This is the danger of leaks. Any spark, even a small discharge of static electricity, could cause an explosion. Do you know how gelatin is made? Gelatin is made from collagen, a protein extracted from the connective tissues of animals, such as bones and cartilage, which when processed becomes a translucent, colorless powder. To prepare it, it is dissolved in hot water, which allows its proteins to break down and disperse evenly in the liquid. Then, when chilled in the refrigerator, the collagen molecules rearrange themselves into a 3-dimensional structure that traps water, giving it its characteristic firm and elastic texture. In Denmark, children are encouraged to get dirty regularly. Playing with mud strengthens sensory development and promotes a healthier immune system. In an incredible race against time, Italian police transported 2 kidneys for transplant on board a Lamborghini Huracan. They traveled 500 kilometers from Padua to Rome in just 2 hours, at an average speed of 233 kilometers per hour. Normally, this journey takes around 6 hours, but thanks to this supercar, they managed to deliver the organs in time to save a life. When speed and technology combine for something so noble, the result is spectacular. Yuki Matsueda is a Japanese artist known for his 3D sculptures that play with the illusion of movement. He captures objects and figures frozen in a moment of escape, as if they are trying to escape from the frame. In the vast ocean, there resides a creature that defies the rules of life, the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis nutricula. This tiny being, about the size of a fingernail, has the incredible ability to reverse its aging process. When faced with stress or injury, it reverts to its juvenile state, restarting its life cycle from zero. This process, known as transdifferentiation, makes it a symbol of eternal renewal. Although it can technically live forever, it can still be consumed by predators. Could this jellyfish be the key to understanding immortality in humans? The ocean never ceases to amaze us. Did you know that there are unique Coke flavors in Japan? That's right. Japan is famous for its special editions of Coke, with flavors that are not found in other countries, from peach flavor to versions with green tea or salted lemon. The brand constantly launches limited editions adapted to local tastes. Which flavor would you like to try? I'll read you in the comments. The color of this horse makes it impossible to tell if it is moving closer or further away. What do you think? It's an optical illusion. The uniform white background with snow makes it difficult to perceive the depth and direction of the movement. Is it moving away or closer? Leave me your answer in the comments. Do you know the Porsche e-bike Cross, an electric mountain bike developed in collaboration with Rottweild, which combines exceptional design and performance? Its dual suspension carbon frame, designed by Studio FA Porsche, offers a stable and comfortable ride on demanding terrain. Equipped with the Shimano EP8 motor, it delivers a maximum torque of 85 Newton meters, ensuring powerful and smooth pedaling assistance. The Shimano XT 11-speed electronic shifting system guarantees precise and efficient gear transitions. Would you like to have one? I'll leave you the purchase link in the description. Leveling floors with polyurethane foam is an effective and fast method to correct unevenness in concrete surfaces or foundations. The process consists of drilling small holes in the affected soil through which expanding polyurethane foam is injected. This foam expands when it comes into contact with air, filling the gaps or cavities under the floor and gradually raising it until it reaches the desired level. Once hardened, the foam provides a durable and resistant support. Burj Al Babas is a ghost town in Bolu, Turkey, filled with Disney-style castles. Conceived as a luxury project with 732 homes, shopping malls and Turkish baths, and a budget of $200 million, however, in 2018, financial problems halted construction. Its failure is attributed to the repetitive design and lack of privacy, with identical castles on 160 square-meter plots. In addition, it was criticized for its environmental impact, as thousands of trees were cut down on fertile and beautiful land, generating controversy over its viability and sustainability. Pygmalionaire designed a dynamic chess game. When you win, you take the king's sword. The rook can be used as a catapult. The bishop shoots. The pawn can become a queen if promoted. And the knights keep little pawns inside them, like the Trojan horse. Meet Apollo, a humanoid robot developed by Aptronic, designed to perform various tasks in industrial and logistics environments. Standing 1.73 meters tall and weighing 72.6 kilograms, it can lift loads of up to 25 kilograms, making it ideal for handling objects in factories and warehouses. Its fully electric design includes hot swappable batteries, with an autonomy of approximately 4 hours, allowing continuous operations without long downtimes. The Great Elephant is an impressive hybrid creation between a robot and an architectural structure that roams the island of Nantes, France. At over 12 meters high and weighing 47 tons, this mechanical elephant can carry up to 50 people thanks to a sophisticated hydraulic system that allows it to walk with great precision. Made of wood and metal, it is a highlight of La Machine, a set of interactive installations that fuse engineering and art, making Nantes a tourist landmark. Remember the terrifying deep-sea fish that chases Marlin and Dory in Finding Nemo? Well, it just made an appearance in real life. It's the famous devilfish, a deep-sea creature whose fossils exist in museums, but one has never been seen alive on the surface. This curious fish is known for its small, natural flashlight on its head that it uses to attract its prey in the absolute darkness of the seabed. Each appearance of this species gives us a glimpse into the mysterious underwater world. Did you know that space pens exist? In the microgravity of space, ink does not flow properly and conventional pens are useless. Their design consists of a container pressurized with nitrogen, which allows the ink to flow constantly, regardless of gravity. The exovest is a passive exoskeleton designed to reduce fatigue and physical strain in workers performing repetitive overhead tasks, such as in manufacturing, construction, or the automotive industry. It works by providing mechanical support and assistance to the arms and shoulders, decreasing muscle load and reducing the risk of injury. It is lightweight, adjustable, and requires no batteries, making it practical and easy to use during long work days. The spiny flower mantis is a species of predatory insect, known for its impressive camouflage that allows it to blend in with the flowers and leaves of its surroundings. Native to Africa, this mantis has a thin, elongated body with a thorn-like design on its abdomen and legs, giving it an appearance similar to a thorny flower or a dry leaf. Its coloration varies between shades of green, brown, and beige, which helps it blend in perfectly with its habitat. In Finland, throwing a phone in the air is not just an accident, it's a sport. In this country, there is a unique championship in the world: mobile phone throwing. In this event, participants must throw a phone as far as possible, with techniques ranging from the classic throw to the overhead style. The most curious thing is that the mobile phone they use does not have to be functional, just durable. This championship began in 2000 and has been gaining popularity, proving that even the most mundane thing can become a fun tradition. Deep in the Peruvian Amazon, there is a river capable of boiling living animals, known as Shanai Timpishka. Its waters exceed 90 degrees Celsius, and huge columns of steam envelop it like a natural cauldron. Although locals have known about it for centuries, scientists have begun to study it, discovering that its heat comes from underground geothermal sources. The intense heat even affects vegetation and fauna, creating a unique and extreme ecosystem. A jacuzzi of nature, but deadly. Can you imagine having breakfast next to a giraffe? Well, at Giraffe Manor in Kenya, you can. This place was built in 1932 to care for giraffes, but in 1974 it was converted into a luxurious 5-star hotel. Now you can enjoy your breakfast while these beautiful friends peek their heads out of the windows to share your breakfast. The hotel has 10 rooms, all of them designed so that giraffes can join you while you relax. A truly heavenly experience. This artist creates custom dental implants and veneers. These are his new designs, the faces of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. How far have we come? Can you imagine a 720-meter dragon floating down a river? In Guilin, China, it's possible. The Golden Dragon Show is held to celebrate the Chinese New Year during local cultural festivals. 101 bamboo rafts that glow in the night sail down the Yulong River, creating a magical sight. Each raft represents a part of the dragon, a symbol of power and good luck in Chinese culture. Guilin, famous for its mountains and rivers, becomes even more spectacular at night with this glowing dragon. A magical spectacle. The Three Gorges Dam shiplift in China is an impressive piece of infrastructure designed to allow ships to overcome the large difference in height between the dam's reservoir and the Yangtze River. Opened in 2016, this system is one of the largest and most advanced in the world. It consists of a lifting structure that uses a floating platform to transport ships vertically through a lock, eliminating the need for ships to wait in long lines or pass through multiple traditional locks. If you are not yet a member of the channel, subscribe! This is the perfect time to do so. Liquid nitrogen branding of cattle is a technique used in livestock farming to identify animals through a quick and less invasive process than other traditional methods such as hot iron branding. It consists of applying liquid nitrogen to a part of the animal's body, usually on the skin or fur, which causes a cryogenic burn. This extreme freezing of the skin creates a temporary or permanent scar in the form of a tattoo or visible mark that allows the identification of the animal without causing significant damage. Jeff has the thickest fingers in the world. They're almost as thick as the inside of a toilet paper roll. Look how big his ring is. It's 12 centimeters in circumference. Adrian Simancas, 24, was kayaking in the Strait of Magellan in Chilean Patagonia when a humpback whale swallowed him and spat him out seconds later. His father, Del, recorded the whole thing. Adrian said he felt something fleshy, blue and white, pulling him under. Humpback whales, which measure up to 19 meters and weigh 40 tons, do not attack humans and cannot swallow them due to their narrow throats. But this accident was a reminder of the power of nature. He survived to tell the tale. Meet Robert Wadlow, who was the tallest man in medical history, reaching a height of 2.72 meters, due to hyperplasia of the pituitary gland that caused excessive production of growth hormone. Born in Alton, Illinois, Wadlow showed accelerated growth from childhood and never stopped growing during his life. Despite his impressive size, he led a relatively normal life and was known for his kindness and calmness. Trichuris fish, known as saberfish, are fish characterized by their elongated, thin, laterally compressed body, which gives them a saber-like appearance. These fish have a length that can vary between 50 centimeters and more than 2 meters, depending on the species. Their head is elongated and has a prominent lower jaw with sharp teeth. They lack scales, and their coloration is usually silver or metallic, which gives them a bright and striking appearance. Letitia Kai uses her hair as an art canvas. Look at all the shapes and figures she achieves. Deep in the ocean, there's a clam that looks like something out of a science fiction movie, the Scetonoides ales, better known as the electric clam or disco clam. This mollusk doesn't really glow, but it moves its reflective tissue so fast that it creates a flashing light effect, like underwater neon. It lives in the reefs of the Indo-Pacific and uses its light show to scare away predators. Although its flash looks like electricity, it's just an incredible optical trick. The craziest disco is under the sea. This is Terrell Porter, a mural artist known for his striking works that pay homage to iconic figures. He began his art career at age 13, airbrushing t-shirts for his classmates. He currently resides in Honolulu, Hawaii, where he has been painting murals for approximately 14 years, specializing in three-dimensional anamorphic art. His work has been highlighted for its ability to create dynamic, detailed murals that resonate with local communities. Did you know that there are 5 plastic islands on our planet? They are gigantic accumulations of garbage in the oceans, formed by marine currents. The largest is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California, with 1.8 billion pieces of plastic and 80,000 tons of waste. Others are found in the North Atlantic, between North America and Europe, with 300,000 tons, the South Atlantic near South America, the Indian Ocean southeast of Australia, and the South Pacific, between Chile and Peru. This environmental disaster reflects the negative impact of plastic consumption on the planet and its ecosystems. Aryan Shukla, originally from India and aged just 14, can add 104-digit numbers in just 30.9 seconds. It's officially a world record. Imagine a town where cars are banned. This is Giethoorn in the Netherlands, the Venice of the North, with no streets, just canals. Its houses with thatched roofs and 170 wooden bridges make it seem like a fairy tale. Founded in the 13th century, this town of 2,600 inhabitants receives 800,000 tourists a year. Transportation here is by kayak or punters, the traditional boats. Surrounded by the Weerribbenveen National Park, it is ideal for walks and bike rides. In winter, the canals freeze, transforming into natural ice rinks, a place where time seems to stand still. Adam, the robot barista, uses an automated system designed to prepare drinks such as espressos, cappuccinos, and lattes, with a precision comparable to that of a human barista. It uses artificial intelligence and advanced robotics to perform all stages of the coffee preparation process, from grinding the beans to mixing the milk and pouring the coffee into the cup. Its design includes highly precise robotic arms that operate the coffee shop's tools and equipment, such as the espresso machine, steamer, and grinder. Gameto marks a milestone in reproductive medicine with its Fertilo technology, which allowed the birth of the first baby with ovarian support cells in Peru. This method uses stem cells to mature eggs in the laboratory, imitating the body's natural environment. Fertilo reduces hormonal injections by 80%, shortening cycles from 12 to just 3 days, reduces the risk of ovarian hyperstimulation, lowers costs, and is ideal for cancer patients and those looking for safer options. It is already available in countries such as Peru and the United States. The future of assisted reproduction has arrived. For the release of the Super Mario movie, Red Wing Shoes created Super Mario boots. They are made of leather and are scaled down. I wish they would sell them. Did you know that the Taj Mahal changes color and moves? This iconic monument in India, built in the 17th century by Emperor Shah Jahan in honor of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, is one of the 7 modern wonders of the world. Made of white marble, it turns pink at sunrise, white at noon, gold at sunset, and sparkles in moonlight. It has precious stone inlays and Quranic calligraphy on its walls. Plus, it tilts due to the erosion of the Yamuna River. A magical monument, the Taj Mahal is. The Super Guppy is an oversized cargo aircraft used by NASA to transport large aerospace components. Its design is based on the Boeing 377 Stratocruiser, but with an enlarged structure that gives it its characteristic pufferfish shape. Its fuselage has a large diameter cargo section and a front hatch that allows the loading and unloading of bulky parts without disassembling the aircraft. Thanks to this, it has been essential in space missions, transporting rocket parts and high-volume machinery. In the 1990s, in an unusual experiment in Costa Rica, 1,000 trucks dumped 12,000 tons of orange peel on degraded land in the Guanacaste Reserve. Ecologists Daniel Jansen and Winnie Halwachs believed that this organic waste could help regenerate the rainforest, and so it did. After 17 years, scientists discovered a 176% increase in biomass and richer soil. Despite the success, the project was halted in 1998 due due to legal disputes with a rival company. Today, this experiment remains an example of ecological, economic, and effective restoration. Sometimes when you steam mushrooms, this can happen. At the Kaikyokan Aquarium in Shimonoseki, Japan, a sunfish stopped eating and kept banging against the glass of its tank after the facility was temporarily closed. Desperate keepers tried something unusual, placing mannequins and human figures in front of the tank, and it worked. The next day, the fish ate and began to recover. This giant, known for its unique shape and large eyes, had become accustomed to the company of visitors. Even fish need a little love. China's sky-building machine is an innovative technology developed for the construction of skyscrapers in record time. Using a modular construction system, this machine allows the manufacturing and assembly of building components quickly and efficiently. The modules, pre-built in factories, are transported to the construction site and assembled with an automated crane that speeds up the process. Thanks to this, it is possible to reduce construction time compared to traditional methods. Dolph C. Volker, a cheetah expert, has created a unique connection with 3 captive cheetahs in South Africa. After volunteering, he was allowed to share his naps with them. The cheetahs, accustomed to human presence from infancy, snuggle up to him, sharing warmth and trust. Although Volker's nervous nature prevents him from sleeping much, he appreciates this unique and enriching experience. His work dedicated to the conservation and well-being of these animals is truly admirable. Would you like to sleep with these wild kittens? This is how commercial airline pilots eat on long flights. They have a special table and curtains to minimize glare. In Tanzania, Lake Natron looks like something out of a horror movie. Its extreme pH of between 9 and 10.5 comes from the alkaline salts carried from the old Doinyo Lengai volcano, the only one that expels natrocarbonatite lava. Its red and corrosive waters can petrify any animal that falls into them, such as bats, eagles, and flamingos, whose calcified bodies create creepy figures. But not everything is bad. This lake is the main breeding site for the lesser flamingo, an endangered species. Their long legs keep them safe, a place as fascinating as it is terrifying. Geodes are hollow geological formations containing mineral crystals of various shapes and colors. They originate in cavities in volcanic or sedimentary rocks, where mineral-rich water seeps in, and over time, deposits crystalline layers on the inner walls. They range in size from a few centimeters to more than 1 meter in diameter. The exterior of a geode is usually rough and inconspicuous, while its interior reveals crystalline structures of quartz, amethyst, calcite, or other minerals. The Withings Omnia, unveiled at CES 2025, is a smart mirror that will revolutionize how we monitor our health. This device uses artificial intelligence to create a 3D model of your body as you watch yourself, syncing with other health devices such as watches and scales. Not only does it mirror your image, but it measures your weight, heart rate, blood pressure, and even performs electrocardiograms. It also has an AI assistant that offers you health recommendations. Although it is in development and has no release date, it could be the future of health. At first glance, João Paulo Gonçalves' art seems ordinary, but look what happens when you turn on the light. His art is hidden in the shadows. The pistol shrimp is a true ocean sniper. Its modified claw shoots bubbles of water at extreme speed, creating a 5,000 degrees Celsius explosion and a 218 decibel sound, louder than a real gunshot. This attack not only stuns or kills its prey, but also emits a shockwave and a flash of light. But there's a problem. It's nearly blind. To survive, it teams up with the goby, a fish with excellent vision. While the shrimp digs and protects the cave, the goby watches and warns of danger. An explosive duo under the sea. Do you know the Samsung Bot Chef? A robotic kitchen assistant introduced by Samsung. Designed to work in collaboration with humans, this robot can perform various culinary tasks such as chopping, stirring, seasoning, and cooking through simple voice interactions. Equipped with 6 degrees of freedom robotic arms, the Bot Chef uses natural language processing to interpret and execute instructions, and is designed to manipulate common kitchen utensils. French dancer Victoria d'Auberville went viral after dancing on the bow of a ship in Antarctica. Captured by photographer Mathieu Forget, the image, which appeared to be created by artificial intelligence, contrasted the delicacy of ballet with the majesty of ice. D'Auberville, famous for modeling in ballet slippers at Paris Fashion Week, also shined at the Olympics by dancing with a breakdancer. Her stunning performances include a tour of Paris with Paul Marc and a show among hot air balloons in Cappadocia at sunrise. Her art transcends the limits of the stage. Visit the famous Lego house in Billund, Denmark. Called Lego House, it was designed by Danish architect Bjarke Ingels. The interior of the Lego house includes a gallery with several large, multicolored dinosaurs built from Lego pieces, as well as other sculptures, a museum about the history of the famous Danish company, founded a few meters away in 1932. Did you know that penguins became extinct in 1844? In the 19th century, sailors sailing the Antarctic Sea encountered the Phoenicianidae, swimming birds known as silly birds, and seeing their resemblance to the great auk, or Pinguinus impennis, they gave them the same name, penguins. Sadly, the great auk was hunted to extinction in 1844, but its name survived in a completely different species. An extinct story behind a name. Meet Devendra Suthar, originally from India, who is known for having the most fingers in the world. He was born with a rare genetic condition called polydactyly, which has given him a total of 28 fingers, 14 on his hands and 14 on his feet. This condition causes his hands and feet to have more fingers than usual, with each having between 6 and 7 fingers. Devendra has been recognized for his ability to perform daily tasks despite his exceptional anatomy, and his story has attracted international media attention. Lola Roy, a French woman of just 18 years old, has become one of the promises of parkour, an extreme sport that involves overcoming obstacles and jumping between buildings. In 2022, she managed to jump between 2 16-meter-high buildings, becoming the second woman to do so. Her training is intensive, practicing at least 5 hours a week, focusing on her explosiveness and mental control. Although she is aware of the risk, she assures that training and caution are key. In the future, she plans to study to be a trainer and stuntwoman. In Japan, you can find a delicious surprise in vending machines: canned cakes. These little gourmet treasures are not only practical, but also incredibly appetizing. Each contains a perfectly baked cake that promises an explosion of flavor in every bite. Definitely another example of Japanese culinary innovation and creativity. The great hornbill, a majestic bird from Asian forests, measures up to 1.5 meters and sports an iconic helmet on its beak. Its reproductive strategy is fascinating. The female locks herself in a nest inside a tree, sealing the entrance with mud, excrement, and food. The male, who has become her provider, passes fruit and insects through a crack while she lines the nest with her feathers. For 3 months, the family lives in this safe haven until the chicks are ready to fly. Nature is the best architect. Meet Aleph Model A, the innovative vehicle created by the company Aleph Aeronautics, which combines the functions of a car and an airplane. This electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle is designed to drive on the streets and, when necessary, take off vertically to fly above traffic. Its structure allows the vehicle to tilt sideways once in the air, transforming its sides into biplane wings, while the spherical cabin rotates to keep the occupants upright and facing forward. China has just made history by showcasing humanoid robots dancing at the Spring Festival Gala. These 16 humanoid robots, Fuxi, designed by Unitree and directed by filmmaker Zhang Yimou, joined dancers to perform a traditional Chinese New Year choreography, the Yang. Using advanced artificial intelligence, they synchronized perfectly with the music, making precise turns and movements like expert dancers. Powered by body control technology and 360-degree sensors, they demonstrated how China is taking robotics to the next level. Did you know that the first baby buggy was born in 1733, thanks to the ingenious mind of William Kent, a landscape architect? This work of art on wheels looked a lot like the modern baby buggies we know today. But instead of being pushed by parents, this baby buggy came with a special adapter to be pulled by a goat or some similar animal. Thus, high society people of the time could push their little ones around effortlessly. Sid Meier's Civilization VII is coming to Meta Quest 3, developed by Playside Studios alongside Firaxis Games and published by 2K. The game adapts the classic top-down view of civilization to virtual reality. The command table offers an immersive experience, allowing you to plan strategies from above or zoom in to see details of explorers, cities, and wonders. Plus, you can watch your empire grow from a personal museum and switch to mixed reality, where the command table adapts to your physical space. Would you dare to play it? I can't wait! The world's largest elevator is located at the Geo World Center in Mumbai, India. This impressive elevator is capable of carrying up to 100 people at a time, with a total load capacity of 5,000 kilograms. This is a high-tech, high-capacity elevator designed to handle the foot traffic in one of the largest and most modern business and commercial complexes in the world. It is equipped with state-of-the-art features such as an efficient climbing speed and a spacious cabin design. Bosch's Revel Smart Crib, a CES Innovation Award winner for 2025, is transforming parenting with cutting-edge technology. With multimodal sensors, camera, microphone and radar, and artificial intelligence, it monitors health, analyzes sleep, recognizes crying, and detects facial obstructions. It also soothes baby with automatic rocking, captures unique moments, offers scientific advice, and ensures privacy with encrypted or offline storage options. Revel makes caring for little ones safer, more convenient, and more exciting. An amazing phenomenon that you will see in this video is the famous Worthington jet. The water, in its rush to close that bubble, will crash hard into the center and create an upward jet, launching the ball. Sony has unveiled a prototype of a flying car, taking a key step towards personal mobility of the future. The vehicle combines modern design, advanced technology, and an environmentally friendly electric propulsion system. It was revealed at an event in Tokyo as a concept in development, With no immediate plans for commercialization, the model is currently in the testing phase. This announcement marks Sony's foray into air mobility, redefining the way people get around in the coming years. Meet One Love Machine Band, a unique music band made up of robots, created by German artist and welder Kolja Kugler. Made from recycled materials and metal parts, these robots can play instruments such as drums, bass, and guitar, completely autonomously. Their design has an industrial and post-apocalyptic style, with a rustic and mechanical look that gives them a distinctive aesthetic. Thanks to hydraulic and mechanical systems, the robots achieve realistic and precise movements when playing music. Every winter, the city of Harbin in China turns into a frozen kingdom with the International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival, one of the largest in the world. Since 1963, artists have been carving giant blocks of ice from the Songhua River, using chainsaws and picks to create castles, palaces, and sculptures illuminated with multicolored lights. With temperatures as low as -38 degrees Celsius, the festival lasts until March, weather permitting. In 2007, it broke a Guinness World Record with a 250-meter-long snow sculpture. Would you dare to visit this frozen world? Here, the cold is transformed into art. The flying car is now a reality and has been given the green light to circulate in Europe. Klein Vision, the Slovak company, presented its model at the virtual CES 2021 fair. This car can not only drive through the streets, but can also fly at speeds of up to 180 kilometers per hour, thanks to its 200 horsepower engine. It has recently obtained official permission to fly in the European skies. A man lives under the sea like a real Captain Nemo. At 11 meters deep in the Caribbean, German aerospace engineer Rüdiger Koch has been living for months in a futuristic capsule attached to an underwater house. His goal is to break a Guinness record and prove that it is possible to live and work comfortably underwater without depressurization. 2 digital watches count each second of his feet, and if all goes well, he will spend more than 100 days under the ocean. The adventure is just beginning. The Nokia 7600 was a mobile phone launched in 2003 with an innovative and unconventional design in the shape of a teardrop or water drop. Its compact and futuristic structure set it apart from other devices of the time. It had a color screen in the center and a keyboard distributed on the sides, which required some adaptation for writing. It worked with 2G and 3G technology, which at the time made it advanced in connectivity. It had a VGA camera, MP3 playback, and a long-lasting battery, outstanding features at the time. Can you imagine seeing the real faces of the most influential people in history? Thanks to artificial intelligence, molecular biologist Hashem Al-Ghaili has recreated with shocking realism figures such as Ramses II, the immortal pharaoh, Cleopatra, the cunning queen of Egypt, Aristotle, the father of philosophy, Julius Caesar, the conqueror of Rome, Michelangelo, the genius of the Renaissance, Elizabeth I, the monarch of the English Golden Age, Shakespeare, the master of theatre, Benjamin Franklin, inventor and revolutionary, and Lincoln, the president who abolished slavery. Each face is a portal to the past that connects us with history. Take a look at what could be the future of aviation. In the event of an accident or breakdown, planes could feature detachable cabins that are ejected in mid-flight. This technology would allow the cabin, with the help of 2 huge parachutes, to land softly on the ground. Can you imagine? It would be a major advance in air safety. An emergency escape on a grand scale. Although it sounds incredible, it remains to be seen whether this idea will be viable and adopted by airlines. Without a doubt, a futuristic concept that could revolutionize air travel. Medivis develops surgical AR, an FDA-cleared augmented reality software that transforms 2D images into 3D holograms in real time. It improves surgical precision, increasing safety and efficiency. It uses artificial intelligence and computer vision to accurately record images, facilitating planning and reducing hospital costs by optimizing decision-making in the operating room. Surgical AR revolutionizes surgery, allowing physicians to better visualize anatomy and perform more precise and safer procedures. Clone Alpha is a humanoid robot developed by Clone Robotics, which stands out for its advanced similarity to human anatomy. This android has a musculoskeletal structure composed of 206 three-dimensionally printed bones and around 1,000 artificial muscles called myofiber, which contract through a hydraulic system that uses water as a means of operation. This innovation allows it to execute fluid and natural movements, remarkably resembling those of a person. The truth is, its realism scares me a little. And you? Tell me what you think in the comments. Saffron, known as red gold, is the most expensive spice in the world due to its complex harvesting process. Extracted from the dried stigmas of the Crocus sativus flower, some 150,000 flowers are required to obtain a single kilogram, since each flower produces only 3 red filaments, which must be harvested by hand. Its price can exceed $10,000 per kilo, making it a true treasure. Iran is the largest producer, followed by Spain. In addition to being indispensable in gastronomy, saffron has applications in medicine and cosmetics. During the airing of The Sopranos, the producer once shared an incredible story. The FBI contacted him to inform him that the real mob members they were investigating were in a state of total paranoia. They thought that one of them was leaking their stories to the creators of the series because the plot was too realistic. Imagine the scene. Real mobsters sitting in front of the television, convinced that their life was becoming a TV show. This curious incident only adds more intrigue to one of the most iconic series of all time. Oxman is developing shoes made from bacteria. Yes, you heard right, bacteria. These shoes are 100% biodegradable and made from polyhydroxyalkanoates, a thermoplastic polymer produced by bacteria that consume carbon dioxide, methane, and food waste. It is worth mentioning that these shoes do not generate microplastics. The FAS grow inside the bacteria. Oxman collects them and transforms them into a fiber that can be woven into any design imaginable. Would you like to have shoes like this? Leave me your opinion in the comments. She is Christiane Vleugels, a prominent Belgian artist born on March 3, 1963 in Antwerp. Throughout her career, she has perfected a hyper-realistic technique in oil painting, creating works that accurately capture the essence and emotion of her subjects. Her paintings, often large format, present portraits and human figures with striking realism, inviting the viewer to immerse themselves in worlds full of fantasy and reflection. Vleugels has participated in international exhibitions, and her work is appreciated by collectors around the world. The Statue of Unity in Gujarat, India, is the largest statue in the world. At 182 meters tall, more than twice the height of the Statue of Liberty. Inaugurated in 2018, it was built to pay tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, India's first deputy prime minister, who played a crucial role in unifying the country after independence. The project, which cost around $420 million, took 4 years of work and required more than 3,000 workers. made of bronze, reinforced concrete, marble, stone and steel. A monument that symbolizes the unity and strength of India. Oxalis corniculata has a rather peculiar method of seed dispersal. Instead of simply dropping its seeds to the ground, this plant launches them into the air using a kind of natural catapult. Now I know where the creators of Plants Against Zombies got their inspiration from. Yes, what you are looking at is a cat carrying food for her kittens. She is undoubtedly trying to speed up the weaning process so that her kittens can learn to eat on their own. Dicrodosis is a Berlin, Germany-based artist duo consisting of Janusz Reiter and Siamant Oso, who specialize in creating complex sculptures that reflect light in a similar way to soap bubbles, producing stunning visual effects. Their work stands out for its innovative manipulation of light and reflection, offering unique visuals that invite reflection on perception and interaction with the light environment. Each work is highly impressive, drawing the attention of thousands of netizens. Did you know that nautiluses are like the dinosaurs of the ocean? These mollusks have been around for over 500 million years, with their iconic spiral shell. Nautiluses control their buoyancy using gas-filled chambers, and unlike other cephalopods such as octopuses and squid, they move slowly, searching for small fish and shrimp. Despite their primitive appearance, they have a nervous system and sophisticated vision. They are the last living fossils of an ancient lineage, but are unfortunately endangered by overfishing and habitat destruction. Mendal C has taken his love of SpongeBob to the next level by creating a miniature replica of his iconic pineapple house. Using 3D printing, he built and painted every detail with astonishing precision. The house has all the furniture, decorations, and even LED lighting. It's truly a work of art. If you want to live a unique and immersive experience, perhaps you would like to have these 5D screens in your bedroom or living room. It is fascinating how you can enjoy the sensation of the ocean waves without leaving home. With these giant screens, you can live unforgettable moments, like feeling like you're inside your favorite team's game or surrounded by nature. I would definitely love to have one and be at a concert of my favorite artist. And you, what experience would you like to live? I'll read you in the comments. Ali and Nino is a kinetic sculpture located in Batumi, Georgia, designed by artist Tamara Kvesitadze. The work depicts a couple moving along a rail, constantly merging and separating. Ali and Nino are a couple that symbolizes the love between a Muslim man and a Christian woman, reflecting the history of culture and tradition in the Caucasus region. The sculpture moves slowly with the metal figures, representing the characters intertwining and then separating, showing the cultural and religious separation. Deserto is an innovative vegetal leather created from nopal cactus, developed by Mexican entrepreneurs Adrian Lopez Velarde and Marta Cazares, born in Zacatecas. This material is 100% sustainable as it does not require artificial irrigation or the use of toxic chemicals, making it an eco-friendly alternative to traditional leather. In addition to being sustainable, Deserto is breathable and similar to animal leather in texture. It was launched in 2019 in Milan and is already gaining popularity in fashion, especially in items such as bags and footwear. The future of fashion is made from cactus. A German company is taking the experience of walking in virtual worlds to a whole new level with a lower body exoskeleton equipped with force feedback. Dr. Marcel Rees, the genius behind this innovation, has developed a prototype called the Holotron, which promises to replicate the physical sensation of walking and maintaining balance in virtual reality. The Holotron suspends you off the ground, allowing the system to determine where the ground is in the virtual world, at what angle, and how it moves. Not only does this enhance immersion, but it also makes you feel the physical movement when you jump or get thrown through the air. Your legs fit into a sturdy frame filled with motors and sensors that operate with low latency, following your every move and providing resistance and force when needed. An experience that takes virtual reality to heights never seen before. No, it's not the painting of Dorian Gray, but the stunning works of Sergi Cadenas, a Spanish painter with an exceptional talent for kinetic art, a technique that creates the illusion of movement. When viewing his paintings from an angle of approximately 45 degrees, the image changes depending on the direction from which you look, from left to right or vice versa. Thus, faces can transform from happiness to sadness, or from youth to old age, for example. To achieve this visual effect, Cadenas used rigid vertical chains that break down and reconstruct the image depending on the viewer's perspective. It's fascinating, don't you think? This is officially the new smallest park in the world. It measures just 0.24 square meters and is located in Shizuoka, Japan. Personally, I find it ridiculous, but the record is official. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In several African countries, drinking water comes in a curious form. Plastic bags called sachets. This method is cheaper to produce and buy. The bags are light and easy to carry, making them accessible to millions of people without access to drinking water. In addition, they support local jobs and use less plastic than bottles. Although sachets are essential for vulnerable communities, they create serious environmental problems because many end up as unrecycled plastic waste. Sustainable solutions are urgently needed. Staying hydrated does not have to cost the planet. These innovative chargers are capable of doing magic with your phone's battery. In just 3.5 minutes, your device can be 50% charged, and if you have a little more patience, in just 9 minutes, you can reach 100%. These ultra-fast chargers use cutting-edge technology to offer unprecedented efficiency and speed. No more worries about running out of battery at the most critical moment. With this advancement, you will always be ready to continue with your day without interruptions. If you saw the sport of scoring goals by dancing and thought, that's not for me, perhaps this other one will interest you. Cycle ball, where you have to score goals using a bicycle. In this curious sport, players can only score with the wheels of the bicycle or with their heads, except for the goalkeeper, who can use his hands. Cycle ball has more than 100 years of history and can be played in teams of 2 to 6 players. At events such as the Cycle Ball World Cup, it becomes a real spectacle. Would you dare to play this sport? Did you know that some cows are fitted with backpacks? These store the methane produced by their flatulence. This gas can then be used as biofuel. This fish has truly unique skin, covered in special cells called iridocytes. These cells act like tiny mirrors that reflect light in a variety of wavelengths, creating a spectacle of bright, shifting colors. It's like having a rainbow swimming beneath the sea. Not only is it a marvel to behold, but it also allows it to camouflage itself and communicate with other fish in its underwater environment. Did you know that water lilies or lotuses are aquatic plants with huge leaves capable of supporting the weight of an adult person? The largest water lilies in the world are found in the Bolivian Amazon. La Rinconada in Santa Cruz de la Sierra is home to these impressive plants. The Victoria boliviana is a species of water lily that can reach up to 3.20 meters in diameter. In addition to its size, it plays a vital role in the ecosystem, serving as food and habitat for various species, as well as being a great water purifier. If you ever visit Santa Cruz, this place is a must-see. Did you know that many people keep a roll of toilet paper in the fridge? The secret lies in the absorbent capacity of the paper, which captures some of the particles responsible for bad odors and prevents excess moisture. Leipzig Airport has a bridge that connects the airport runways. It allows planes to cross over the road while cars pass underneath. It is one of the few places in the world where you can see something like this. Nigel John Stanford, a talented musician from New Zealand, was looking for an original idea for the music video for his new song, Automatic. After much thought, he came up with a brilliant idea to have industrial robots play the instruments. So with a lot of creativity and some programming, Nigel trained a pair of robots to play every note and beat of his song. The result is simply epic. A visual spectacle where robotic precision meets musical beauty. Recently, scientists have created a 5D crystal designed to store all of human knowledge and the human genome in order to preserve this information in the event of a collapse of humanity. This crystal is able to withstand extreme temperatures, from the heat of volcanic lava to extreme cold, while always keeping its content readable. Its durability reaches billions of years, making it a true time capsule. Currently, the crystal is stored in the archive of the Memory of Humanity, located in a salt cave in Austria. If in the future humanity does not know how to read it, it is hoped that a possible alien civilization will be able to do so. This is the car with the most LEDs built into the body. Alex Wilding from the United Kingdom built this car, a Nissan Skyline, to which she added 43,160 LEDs. This image was not generated by artificial intelligence or edited with Photoshop. Look for yourself. It was taken from the air over Antarctica. It looks like the face of an alien or a demon. Restarting your phone once a week is like giving it a protective bath. This simple action is the best ally to protect your personal information. According to a recent report by Forbes, the National Agency of the United States recommends this foolproof trick to keep you safe from cyber fraud. Why does it work so well? It turns out that modern attacks need a series of tools and consecutive steps to extract your information. By restarting your phone every week, you interrupt that chain and frustrate the attempts of cyber criminals. It's as if you activated a trap just when they're about to capture your data. In addition, your phone also benefits because its performance and stability improves. So don't hesitate any longer. Give your phone that refreshing restart every week and keep your data safe. If you ever get lost in the woods or somewhere remote, this high-visibility balloon can be your lifesaver. It rises several meters from the ground, allowing you to be located from great distances and costs just $40. It features reflective LED lights, making it visible both day and night. It is very easy to use. Just press a button and the balloon inflates with light gas. It is an ideal tool for exploring unknown routes. Meet the Glowstone Smart Mug. This mug keeps your coffee or beverage while hot for an hour, divided into two 30-minute cycles. It's handcrafted from bright, translucent white porcelain. Its ultra-thin design allows your beverage to cool quickly to the ideal temperature, while its glass frosting enhances flavors and aromas. If you're interested, it costs $169 on Amazon. Expensive for a mug, right? But how annoying is it when your coffee gets cold quickly? It makes me wonder. And you, would you buy it? Tell me in the comments. Cats' snot can be surprisingly long. This happens when there is excess nasal discharge caused by respiratory infections or rhinitis. Meet the Amazon milk frog, an amphibian that looks like it came straight out of a futuristic laboratory. Its skin has a shiny, almost metallic tone, giving it the appearance of little robots that jump and slide through the leaves. Not only are these frogs adorable, but they also have a special texture on their skin that protects them from predators and dryness. Since ancient times, rats have been a serious problem on ships, infecting boats, contaminating food supplies, and damaging cables. Their presence was almost unavoidable as they climbed up mooring ropes from docks. However, this has begun to change with the installation of devices called rat guards. These ingenious mechanisms rotate when rats try to climb up, knocking them off their feet, and thus protecting ships and their cargo from these unwanted passengers. This is what the hands of a person with very high cholesterol look like. Excess fat accumulates in the skin and other tissues. Can you imagine attending a university with slides? Well, at the Technical University of Munich, this is a reality. This campus has 2 impressive slides that allow students to quickly descend from the 3rd floor, so there are no excuses for being late to class. Besides being practical, these slides add a touch of excitement to the routine, making every trip between floors a little adventure. Learning has never been so much fun. Changzhou Cultural Plaza in Jiangsu Province, China, is an impressive architectural complex that combines art, culture, and modernization. Its futuristic design seems to be taken from an artificial intelligence, but it is a real work that reflects the urban growth of the city while preserving its cultural heritage. More than a cultural center, it is a space that invites the community to actively participate in artistic life and enjoy an innovative and enriching environment. Spiders are experts at camouflage and protection. To do this, they hide inside small covers that blend in with their surroundings. These structures completely cover their burrow and allow them to stalk their prey without being detected. Can you imagine walking calmly and suddenly a spider comes out of nowhere to attack? I know I'm not its prey, but still, it makes me think. Just outside Hangzhou, China, lies a corner that seems to be taken straight from Europe. Little Paris. This luxurious architectural complex is a surprising replica of the French capital with its own Eiffel Tower, although 1/3 the size. A triumphal arch, a Champs-Élysées, and even a fountain inspired by the Luxembourg Garden. Its boulevards perfectly imitate the Parisian neoclassical style, with facades in cream tones that transport you to another era. A piece of France in China. Get ready to meet Bally, the little smart guardian of your home. This adorable robot from Samsung is shaped like a tennis ball and is full of surprises. Bally is capable of doing all kinds of tasks, such as opening blinds, turning on the TV, or starting the robot vacuum cleaner. But that's not all. Bally also looks after your safety. If it detects that someone has fallen and can't get up, it will immediately sound the alarm. It's like having a little personal assistant that not only makes your life more comfortable, but also makes sure you're safe. If you are not yet a member of the channel, subscribe. This is the perfect time to do so. More than 6,000 early human fossils have been discovered, although some have been difficult to classify. Until recently, science recognized 8 human species, such as Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, and Homo neanderthal. In 2024, a new species was identified, Homo juluensis, whose name means big head, due to its huge skulls and teeth. This species is thought to have hunted wild horses, made stone tools, and processed hides to survive. In addition, it may be related to the Dezinovans of Siberia, with whom it shares similarities. This is the longest glass slide in the world, stretching over 4 kilometers and reaching a height of 500 meters. Completing the entire ride takes approximately 7 minutes. Located in Tianzidi Scenic Area, Zhejiang, China, it offers an unparalleled view as you ride down the transparent slide amidst beautiful scenery. Imagine holding the oldest book in the world in your hands. The Book of the Dead is a collection of Egyptian funerary texts dating back to the 15th century BC and is considered the oldest known. This enigmatic book not only served to guide the deceased on their journey to the afterlife, but is also full of secrets, magic, and ancient wisdom. Over the centuries, it has revealed the spiritual beliefs of one of the most powerful civilizations in history and continues to fascinate with its unsolved mysteries. The Ark Encounter is a museum located in Kentucky that features a full-scale replica of Noah's Ark, based on the biblical description in Genesis. At approximately 510 feet long, 82 feet wide, and 52 feet high, it is considered the largest replica of the Ark in the world. The museum, which opened in 2016, offers exhibits that explore the story of the Great Flood from a creationist perspective, including animal models, dioramas, and explanations about life on the Ark. Yes, what you see is real. A village with only one road. This is Sulojowa in Poland, where almost 6,000 people live along a single main road, 9 kilometers long and 150 meters wide. Seen from the air, the village offers a surprising image: well-kept houses, gardens, and vegetation perfectly aligned, creating a landscape that seems to be taken from a continuous park. A quiet and beautiful place, although over time, its growth will probably lead it to expand to the sides. At first glance, it looks like Godzilla or a tornado destroyed the building, but no, that's the design. They are called Oasis Towers and are located in Nanjing, China. They are a residential and commercial complex that is unique in the world. The L-shaped structures, each 150 meters high, have that appearance thanks to their dozens of protruding balconies in different patterns, creating a green oasis with natural light in the middle of the city. If you ever visit Nanjing, you already know where to go to enjoy a relaxing and green environment. It all started in a pub with a discussion about the fastest game bird in Europe. In 1951, Sir Hugh Beaver, CEO of Guinness Brewery, enjoyed a pint of Guinness beer when he couldn't find a definitive answer to the question, which inspired him to create a book to settle debates like this. Thus, the Guinness Book of Records was born, a work that, like the famous beer, has achieved enormous popularity around the world. Since then, it has witnessed extraordinary achievements and continues to celebrate humanity's most impressive feats. Check out the Star Wars-themed house, which is available on Airbnb and offers fans of the saga an immersive accommodation experience. It has bedrooms, a game room, and a pool, where each room is decorated with iconic elements from the franchise. The residence features a Star Wars-inspired setting and also seeks to give guests the opportunity to immerse themselves in a galaxy far, far away during their stay. Without a doubt, it is an excellent option for lovers of this great saga. On the remote Isle of Barra in Scotland, there is a unique airport where planes land directly on the sand. Operating since the 1930s, Barra Airport is tide-dependent, as its runways disappear underwater when the tide comes in. It only operates during the day, but in nighttime emergencies, residents light up the runway with their vehicles to guide pilots. This airport not only challenges the norms of modern aviation, but also represents an incredible display of adaptation and community work. Would you dare to travel in one of these planes? Forget about the traditional mouse. This smart ring turns any surface into a mouse just by moving your fingers. It has a 6-axis motion sensor, a front camera, a microprocessor, and a rechargeable battery. Its use is intuitive. Double tap on the side to turn it on. Slide your finger on the table to move the cursor, index finger for left click, middle finger for right click, and thumb for drag and drop. It only connects via Bluetooth to any computer or tablet and costs $249. I want it, and you? Reply in the comments. Imagine a cheese so rare that each kilo costs more than $1,000. This is not just any cheese. It is Pule, the most expensive cheese in the world, and it is only produced in Serbia. Do you know why? This unique cheese is made from the milk of the Balkan white donkey, a species that is almost in danger of extinction. Producing it is a long and complicated process. It takes the milk of 25 donkeys to make just 1 kilo. Find out how this delicacy has become the favorite of the most exclusive gourmets on the planet. Rambutan is a tropical fruit native to Southeast Asia, characterized by its thick shell covered with soft, flexible spines that give it a hairy appearance. Its pulp is juicy and translucent and white or slightly pink in color. It has a sweet and slightly acidic flavor, similar to that of lychee. Inside, it contains an oval seed that is not edible when raw. Rambutan is rich in vitamin C, antioxidants and minerals such as iron and phosphorus, making it a nutritious and refreshing option. The hairy frogfish is a species of deep-sea fish, known for its unique appearance and exceptional camouflage ability. Its body is covered in hair-like filaments that allow it to blend in with its surroundings, such as corals and sea sponges. It is a master of ambush, using an appendage on its head called an esca, which mimics the movement of prey to attract unwary fish. It has a large, sensitive mouth that allows it to swallow prey of its own size in fractions of a second. Have you ever wondered? Well, most likely not, but why do fluids in zero gravity always form a sphere? This happens mainly for 2 reasons: surface tension and the energy efficiency of the spherical shape. Surface tension is the force that holds the molecules together on the surface of the liquid, attracting them to each other and creating a sort of elastic skin. Without gravity, which normally deforms liquids on Earth, this force becomes dominant and causes the fluid to take the most efficient shape possible, a sphere. And so, in terms of energy, spheres minimize the exposed surface area, which means it requires less energy to remain stable compared to other shapes like cubes or cylinders. So next time you see water floating in space, you know why it looks like a perfect bubble. Science in action. Some frogs in cold regions can freeze completely and come back to life when the weather improves. During the winter, their body is paralyzed, but special substances protect their organs, allowing them to survive. In spring, they thaw out and continue their lives without problems. This incredible adaptation mechanism demonstrates nature's amazing ability to cope with extreme conditions, allowing certain living beings to survive in hostile environments in truly surprising ways. He is Hector Munoz, a craftsman who is an expert in creating high-quality hats, especially focused on the design and manufacture of wide-brimmed hats with custom details. He stands out for his artisanal approach, in which each hat is carefully handcrafted using premium materials such as felt and straw, which gives it a unique and lasting character. Munoz has gained recognition in the fashion and accessories industry, especially for his ability to combine classic style with modern touches. Alricid Lettering is an artist known for transforming signatures and logos into unique works of art. His profile, with more than 1 million followers, showcases a wide range of designs that combine typography and visual creativity. Each post reflects his ability to turn everyday items into impressive artistic pieces. In addition to sharing his creations, he offers personalized services. His work has been highlighted, consolidating him as a reference in the world of lettering and graphic design. Saudi Arabia is planning to build the city of Jammu, an exclusive destination with a luxury yacht harbor that will house approximately 6,000 residents, distributed in 500 apartments and 70 luxury villas with direct access to the sea. The city will have a deep sea research center where qualified students will be able to participate in submersible expeditions. In addition, it will include sports fields, luxury hotels, and a boarding school for the children of the elite. That is, the best of the best. Surely in the future, a tennis masters or a prestigious golf championship will be held there. What do you think? I'll read you in the comments. Did you know that kangaroos cannot walk backwards? Although they can jump great distances and move quickly, their bodies are designed in such a way that their hind legs and legs alone prevent them from moving backwards. This curious detail makes them experts at moving forwards but unable to take a step back. Without a doubt, this is a fascinating feature of these animals that shows us how evolution has shaped their bodies to be perfect for their environment. Did you know that a lion's roar is one of the most powerful and iconic sounds in wildlife? It is used by lions to communicate over long distances, making it one of the loudest sounds of any land mammal. A lion's roar has a range of up to 8 kilometers in optimal conditions, allowing members of a pride to locate each other, as well as warn other animals of their presence. Additionally, lions roar to establish their territory, challenge intruders, or as part of hunting rituals. Did you know that a massive balloon release took place in 1986? Known as Balloon Fest 86, it was an event organized by the United Way of America in Cleveland, Ohio, with the goal of setting a world record by releasing approximately 1.5 million helium balloons simultaneously. Although the spectacle was visually impressive, it had unforeseen and disastrous consequences. As due to unexpected weather conditions, the balloons did not ascend as expected, and instead descended, interfering with air and sea operations. The Saman dance, or Dance of 1,000 Hands, is one of the most popular dances in Indonesia. Its origins lie in the Gayo Luas ethnic group in Aceh province, Sumatra, and it is usually performed to celebrate important occasions. It is noted for its vibrant rhythm and the perfect synchronization between the dancers. The performers, children, and young people squat or kneel in compact rows, creating a stunning visual spectacle that captivates all who watch it. Discover the deepest city in the world, called Derinkuyu, located in Turkey, more than 85 meters deep, just below the famous fairy chimneys of Cappadocia. This underground city is an architectural marvel that was used almost continuously for thousands of years. With a capacity to accommodate thousands of people, Derinkuyu has tunnels, dwellings, wine cellars, and even a church. A true labyrinth that shows the engineering and creativity of ancient civilizations. Anisocoria is a condition in which a person's pupils are of different sizes, indicating an uneven response of the iris to light. It can be physiological when it is mild and not associated with any disease, or pathological when it is due to neurological problems, trauma, infections, or the use of certain medications. Depending on the cause, it may be accompanied by symptoms such as blurred vision, eye pain, or sensitivity to light. Its diagnosis requires a medical evaluation to determine whether it is benign or indicates a serious condition. Trichomegaly is a rare condition in which the eyelashes grow abnormally, making them longer, thicker, and fuller than normal. This condition is characterized by excessive growth of eyelash hairs, which may become curly or even curl outward. Although trichomegaly is not usually a serious medical problem, it can cause discomfort when the eyelashes touch or interfere with vision. In some cases, it may be associated with genetic disorders or side effects of certain medications. 3D crystal laser engraving is a technique that uses high-precision lasers to create three-dimensional images within blocks of transparent glass, such as optical glass or high-quality crystal. This process relies on focusing the laser on specific points within the glass, generating controlled microfractures that form the desired image without damaging the external surface. Notable features include its ability to produce fine details, realistic depth effects, and custom designs. The Parisian waiter race, known as La Course de Garçons de Café, is a traditional competition in which waiters must cover a certain distance without running, while balancing a tray of drinks without spilling them. This event highlights the skill, speed, and precision that characterize Parisian waiters, reflecting the efficiency of service in cafes and restaurants. Participants, dressed in the classic waiter's uniform, must complete the course avoiding obstacles and wasting time. The Vabs Rider is an innovative bicycle saddle designed to improve rider comfort by dynamically adapting to the movement of the legs. Its split seat structure allows each side to move independently, rotating around a virtual axis at the hip joints, which significantly reduces pressure points and distributes the load evenly from the sight bones to the femurs. This design follows the natural movement of the legs during pedaling, giving a more comfortable experience. The barrel-eye fish, a fascinating animal that lives in the depths of the ocean, between 600 and 800 meters below the surface, is a fascinating creature. Its most notable feature is its transparent head, which contrasts with the rest of its opaque body. What appear to be its eyes are actually olfactory organs, and it actually sees through green organs inside its transparent skull, allowing it to have very wide peripheral vision. In addition, its tubular eyes are very sensitive to light and can move in all directions, which widens its field of vision. This fish measures approximately 4.5 centimeters in length. Meet Elias Herrera, a TikTok content creator known for his humorous videos featuring his pet cow named Bruce. A resident of Treasure Valley, Idaho, Herrera adopted Bruce when he was just 3 days old and raised him by bottle feeding for nearly 3 months. His videos, which show Bruce engaging in everyday activities like cooking and exploring the house, have amassed over 100 million views on TikTok. Herrera says he meticulously watches Bruce's diet to ensure his well-being. Andymation is a content creator specializing in flipbook animation. Known for his ability to bring drawings to life through illustrated sequences in notebooks, his style is characterized by fluid, creative, and detailed animations, in which he uses advanced illustration and editing techniques to achieve dynamic and impactful effects. In addition to sharing his work on platforms such as YouTube, where he shows the process of creating his flipbooks, he also educates his audience on animation techniques. This is definitely my favorite. What about yours? Let me know in the comments. Meet designer Nadine Gosen, known for her innovative and creative jewelry pieces that combine elegance with a playful touch. Her distinctive style transforms everyday objects into sophisticated jewelry, such as hamburger-shaped rings, necklaces inspired by paper clips, or bracelets inspired by colored pencils and crayons. The brand has gained international recognition and has been worn by celebrities and collectors looking for unique and avant-garde designs. This is Anna Zhilyaeva, an artist who explores new forms of creativity through virtual reality. Using tools such as Tilt Brush, Masterpiece, or Anim VR, she makes strokes in the air to create three-dimensional shapes. The artist has defined this technique as volumism, where she manages to break the laws of gravity and create a sculpted painting. Zhilyaeva creates innovative and captivating works of art that transport the viewer to a world of another dimension. This is Kuranushi, a 23-year-old Japanese artist known for his innovative shadow art. He uses hundreds of carefully assembled cardboard pieces that, when illuminated from specific angles, cast detailed shadows, creating complex portraits and scenes. He devotes his free time to painting and developing these cardboard sculptures that fuse traditional and contemporary art techniques. His work has gained recognition on platforms such as Instagram, where he shares his creations for his thousands of followers. Concrete lane transfer machines, also known as mobile barrier management machines, are specialized equipment used in road infrastructure to efficiently and safely modify the configuration of traffic lanes. These machines move segmented concrete barriers, allowing the number of lanes to be adjusted in one direction or another according to traffic needs, thus optimizing vehicle flow and improving safety on congested roads and bridges. Meet Ibrahim Yücel, a Turkish man who gained notoriety in 2013 for his unusual method of quitting smoking. After 26 years of smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, he designed a metal helmet-shaped device that fit over his head, preventing him from smoking. Every morning he would put on the helmet and hand the keys to his wife, who would keep them safe, ensuring that she could not access them without his consent. This extreme approach was a measure to control his addiction. Did you know there's a job that involves smelling armpits? Armpit sniffers work for deodorant and perfume companies, evaluating the effectiveness of products by smelling up to 60 armpits per hour. This job requires a good sense of smell and a willingness to smell other people's sweaty bodies. After evaluating the odors, they write reports on the effectiveness of the deodorants. Salaries range from $19,000 to $52,000 per year, depending on experience. Meet Jiwon Lee, a Korean artist known for transforming balloon twisting into a unique art form. He is able to create almost anything with balloons, but his realistic depictions of food dishes are especially impressive. His creations include detailed versions of various foods, demonstrating exceptional skill in manipulating balloons to mimic culinary textures and shapes. His work has garnered attention on platforms like Instagram, where he shares his innovative balloon sculptures. Dry ice cleaning is an innovative and environmentally friendly method that uses high-pressure solid carbon dioxide pellets to remove dirt, grease, paint, and other contaminants without creating secondary waste. This process is non-abrasive, non-damaging to surfaces, and safe for electrical and delicate components, making it ideal for industries such as automotive, aerospace, and food. Upon impact with the surface, the dry ice instantly sublimates from a solid to a gas, dislodging the dirt without leaving any moisture. Wrinkled eggs are characterized by a change in the shell, which has visible folds or wrinkles. This phenomenon can be caused by various factors, such as inadequate storage conditions, changes in temperature or humidity, or aging of the egg. It can also be the result of problems during the egg formation process in the hen, such as nutritional deficiencies. Although wrinkled eggs are not dangerous for consumption, their appearance can affect their value. For April Fool's Day, Pizza Hut in Taiwan sold a zero-harm pizza. This consisted of a light crust pizza that doesn't make you fat or bloat. It was a clever joke and well received by the public. Polydactyly is a genetic condition characterized by the presence of extra fingers or toes, beyond the usual 5. This abnormality can vary in severity from a small, non-functional extra finger to a fully formed and functional finger. Polydactyly can be hereditary and occurs in various forms, such as radial polydactyly, where the extra finger is located on the thumb side, or ulnar polydactyly, when it is located on the pinky side. The Eshima Ohashi Bridge, located in Japan, is an imposing rigid arch bridge-type structure that connects the cities of Matsui and Sakai Minato across Lake Nakami. With a length of approximately 1.7 kilometers and a width of 11.4 meters, it is famous for its steep incline that gives it the appearance of a steep mountain when viewed from certain angles. However, its actual slope is 6.1 on one side and 5.1 on the other, allowing for the safe passage of vehicles. Kathakali is a traditional form of dance theatre that originated in the Kerala region of southern India. This art form tells Hindu legends through a combination of dance, gestures, and facial expressions. Performers who practice Kathakali must master complex body language that includes precise hand and facial movements, allowing them to convey emotions and tell stories in highly expressive ways. Meet the remote kissing device, a technological innovation that allows people to send and receive a virtual kiss, even when they are physically separated. These devices are equipped with sensors and actuators that simulate the sensation of a kiss by replicating the contact, pressure, and movement of the lips. They often include elements such as pads or devices that are placed on the lips or face and that connect through the internet to interact with another similar device. And you, would you use this device to send kisses? Leave me your opinion in the comments. The Lili Discovery Collector is an innovative robot designed for cleaning stables with solid or semi-solid floors. Unlike traditional systems that push manure, this device vacuums it up, preventing it from accumulating in areas where cows walk and rest. Its compact and autonomous design allows it to easily navigate between animals, selection gates, and narrow passageways without the need for cables or rails, providing a safer and more comfortable environment for livestock. Observe this phenomenon called laminar flow. It refers to the smooth, orderly movement of a fluid in which particles move in parallel layers without mixing with each other. Each particle follows a straight, continuous path, allowing for a smooth, uniform flow. This type of flow usually occurs in fluids that move at low speeds or have a high viscosity. In the village of Dinosa, in Montenegro, there is a mulberry tree that has fascinated tourists and curious people. During heavy rains, the underground springs flood, and the additional pressure causes the water to rise through the hollow trunk of the tree, escaping through the holes and giving the appearance of a fountain. That's all for today. See you in the next video.